Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we're going to be cleaning the playfield and waxing it. We're just going to use a little Novus 2. Let's get you zoomed in here. So we got some dirt on the bottom here. So we're going to use some Novus, well not Novus 2, we're going to use a little naphtha right now. We're going to use a little naphtha, put it on this, and wipe off this nastiness. I'm going to have to get that flipper off before I get to the bottom half of the playfield. I forgot I screwed it down. Don't know why. It's just naphtha. And that will just wipe off all that dirt. Look at that. I like using the naphtha because it dries really quick. It cleans really good. Gets all your icky junk off. Look at that. If you just watched one of the last videos, I just rebuilt this kicker, and I said I was not going to mount it back down because I was going to do the playfield. And that's what we're doing. Man, was that dirty. And this naphtha will rip your wax off too. So once you get done doing your naphtha, you will have to wax it again. I'm going to leave that flipper there for now because I will have to get underneath it and pull it off. But maybe we should just do that now. Get this over with. So you're just going to watch me crawl underneath it and get this flipper out, and hopefully I grabbed the right Allen wrench. Yeah, I believe I did. As it magically flips. And it's not loose enough. See, I rebuilt this one flipper, but I didn't do the other one yet. So what I did was, I tightened it down. And for your viewing pleasure now, you get to watch me lay underneath a pinball machine. Why did I tighten that down? That's the part I can't figure out. And I just tightened it. Big dummy. Why did I do that? Why didn't I untighten it before I flipped over to playfield? Why am I still recording you watching me move a flipper around? That was too much fun. We're putting new flippers on here because these are just broke. I don't even know where the other flipper is. There it is. With the junk parts. Alright, that was a 1/8 Allen wrench we used on there. Alright. How we're going to start is, we'll get you a little closer. Like my shirt? Dave's Arcade. And yeah, it's a little cold in here. We're going to start with the naphtha. I want you to see the Playfield first. See, it's dull, not shiny. Of course, we're going to be on a different angle when we do this. Maybe I should just leave my camera in one spot. There. I'll leave this camera in the same location. I'll try to remember it. So when we pan up and down, you can see that the Playfield is dull. Let's get a flashlight. I like to do this flashlight. There. You just look at the beam that's right here. Just watch that. And it will show you how dull areas are. You can see around here how it's nice and shiny, and then right in here it isn't. We will try to match that. That is basically just showing you where the ball never went, or didn't go a lot. It didn't drain a lot. But it did go in here a lot. How's this side? Basically the same with this one. It drained a lot, but it didn't go down here. Weird. You think they'd be equal. Anyways, let's get going with the Novus. I'm going to do some of it, and then we're going to speed up and, you know, do the usual fast. Let me get this closer. I want you to see a little bit better. We're just going to do a part right here so you can see, and like right here, because you can see how light blue it is here and how dark blue it is here. This Novus hopefully will clean up some of that. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I'll clean up some of it, not a lot, and I really don't want to magic eraser this Playfield. It's doing a little bit. I can magic eraser the Playfield, but this Playfield's in really good shape to begin with, and I really don't want to dig into the finish because it's still like not compromised like other pinball machines where it's still got a good factory finished. Usually when they're all beat up and stuff like that, the factory finishes are already partially wore out. Here. Yeah, I can't get that out unless I magic eraser it. And like I said, I really don't want to. Really don't want to. We might have to, just a little bit. Yeah, let me pause it and see if I can get some magic eraser. Oh, there goes some. I don't have a lot. I do not have a lot of magic eraser. This is it. That's a little naphtha. Yeah, it did a little bit. Not enough for me to want to keep going with the magic eraser. Yeah, it did a little bit. But for really to get that out, that is just so ground in there, I'd really have to magic eraser the hell out of it. And I am not doing that. Figured we'd try a little bit on it. And that does not feel good when you hit your fingers on it. So I'm covering it. So yeah, it did a little bit, but look, you can actually see a little bit of shine out of it now. There's a little reflection right here. Right there. Reflection of my, oh yeah, you can see my bottle now. So it does have that. Does this side have that? No. This side you can see a little reflection. Let's get the flashlight again. I am not magic erasering anymore at the Playfield. This is just so down into it. There we go. Yeah, it's a lot better. Versus this side. See how my light blends in? It's just like one big light. And on this one, you can actually see some of the LEDs break apart in a finish. That's what you want. Versus this. That's one solid block of LEDs. And this, you can see them breaking apart. That's what you want. So we'll go over this other side now so you can see that we really did do a polish on it. So we can show the LEDs how they are breaking apart. It's just Novus 2. I'm just putting some, decent pressure on it. Going around and around. And that will polish the Playfield. Oh yeah. I can just see it from right here, the above view. Alright, flashlight. There. See how we got the LEDs breaking up, how you can see more of them now? Instead of just one big bar, they're more defined. And the more and more I polish this area, the more and more you will see it. Alright, let's wipe that off. But yeah, we'll do this little spot here, and then I'm just going to go to town by myself. There. You can see how the LEDs are broke up, similar to this side. Just a little bit. Let me do it this way. Yeah. Got my flashlight flipped around the other way. But yeah, that's what Novus 2 will do. They're really defined over here. Over here they're not so much. I can see them a little bit there. Also, I'm holding the flashlight a little different too. There, you can see them a little bit better. Anyways, as it shows, you're getting a better shine out of it, and that's what we want. And the shine equals to, oh yeah, you can see my hand reflection now. Look at that. You can see my hand reflection in it, which is good. Well, I guess you can see it on the bad parts too. But you can see it really good here compared to over here. It almost disappears. Whatever. You guys get the picture. Just want you to look at this whole playfield again. I'll start some of it and then we'll fade out, and then we will come into the wax part of it. I might as well just keep going down. Well, let's go where I usually go. I usually start up top. That's what I usually do. Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care. Jimmy Crack Corn. Hey, you're back. So yeah, it's been I don't know, half hour or so, and I've been working on the whole top of this playfield. I got the whole top done. We're just down to the bottom area now. I figure I'll bring you in at the end of it. Like I said I was gonna. It's kind of boring watching me do the whole thing, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, bird? But yeah, if you just... Normally I used to do that. That's like caked on there good. Yeah, there it goes. See if my stick will work. Painter stick. The square end. Fold it over. Let you get extra pressure. You can't even see what I'm trying to get off, are you? No, you can't. So it don't matter, I guess. There's like some... You can kind of see that actually. Just some really caked up goodness. I don't know if I can get that off. No, I can't. Oh well. I tried. It's whatever it is. It's like, I don't know if it's like almost wore into it. Yeah, 'cause there's no ridge on it, so what a waste of time that was. But you can use this. This is a broken paint stick. This is normally the end where you stir. You can get some like light pressure and go right like along your edges with it. You can use it to get under here, you know, like that. You can go like this, get it like that, and you know, just get in between here, get really, you know, crazy on your cleaning, get right up to the posts and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a good tool, and they're free whenever you get a container of paint. I was gonna say quart or a gallon, but seems like anything you get from a paint store, they will say, you need a paint stick? Yeah, can I get a couple? I always get a couple. The reason why is because you can also use them for shims, for, you know, whatever you're doing. Any type of woodworking or anything like that, you can use them just for shims. Alright, this is as clean as I'm gonna get it, unless I take a high-speed buffer to it with a what do you call it, a magic eraser wheel. Like I said, I don't want to go that far on this machine and dig really deep into the finish. But the camera's still in the same spot. I don't know if you can see. I'll forget to move this camera too. I don't know if you can see like the haze that I'm taking off from the Novus. But that is one thing you need to do first before you go and wax. You need to take off all that Novus haze. All of it. The Novus haze still has abrasives in it. Now that Novus towel I have is no more. I will not use it on this again. It will get washed before it gets used on anything. Just because it's got Novus on it. I might use it for like touch-up Novusing on something, but it will sit in the wash pile just like this. This looks like stained and stuff like that. Well, actually it is. I just wash them, reuse them. The ones that are like really stained, I use for dirty jobs wax. I mean, that's not wax, that's Novus coating. I use them for the dirtier jobs where, like Novus too, because you're like digging into the Playfield. I just want to wipe these off. Those are brand new drop targets. I don't know if you can start to see it have more glow to it. I can't really tell if you guys can tell if it's got more of a glow from the Novusing. It looks better to me, much better from what I can see. It's got a shine to it now. It's got a much better shine. Now the shooter lane, which you can't really see too much of, I waxed the hell out of that. Anywhere where there's like you got the ball arch on top of the machine, I will wax the hell out of that. I'll put wax on and I'll come back and rub some more. I'll put the wax on really thick actually, and then I'll go over it again and again and again, because I really want to pound the wax into the pores here, because this is just all rough from the ball rolling on it, and then you get a ball arch going across the top. You can't really see it, but from here all the way across is an arch. It's not a deep one, so I didn't repair it. It didn't hold the ball, put it that way. Usually I will repair them if it holds the ball, but it didn't. I've had some before where I could put the ball here and flick it and it would follow the arch completely. And those ones I will repair the arch. What I mean by repair is I'll take clear coat and put it on a toothpick and then go along that arch, and then before the arch and the clear coat fully dry, I will go with a flat razor blade and scrape the top of the clear off so it's fully level with the playfield. And then you can go like this and the ball just goes wherever it wants to then. It may not look the prettiest after I do that. However, you don't have that ball arch anymore, and the ball is going to do what it naturally wants to do. It's going to be flat here again, but I can't match that exact finish as the factory had. But the ball is 100% doing what it wants to do versus following the groove, basically being told what it should do by the game. My shirt smells good. Look at that, Dave's Arcade. YouTube, Twitch, check them out. No, I washed my shirt and it's got fabric softener on it from the washing. This is the first time I wore it since I washed it. It smells delicious. I got some Tutti Frutti or something fabric softener smell. I'm just about wrapping this up for tonight. Probably come back tomorrow and wax it. You won't know it's tomorrow, but watch the shirt. You know what, I just might take the shirt off since I just wore it just for this video and then wear it again tomorrow. We'll probably do that, but I want to make sure I have all this Novus 2 off first. I have to bend these too. Those are just bent. I don't know how they got bent. It's like the machine was like somebody lifted them with a crowbar or something. They're both bent real bad. Let me look to see if I have any Novus 2 left. It's really good, like I said, to get all that Novus 2 off before you wax. It just gives it a better finish, I believe. That's garbage. Well, not garbage. It's not going to get used again. It's got a lot more of a sheen now. Let's see if we can do what we did before. See if you guys can notice the difference. Yeah, it's got the separation of the LEDs now. That just really shows it. There we go. I was holding it at a totally different angle. There we go. There, now you can see the separations on this side. I was holding it way different over here. Still am. You see, I gotta tilt it There we go. Now you can see the separation. Trying to tilt it the exact same way. If I tilt it the wrong way, it blends. There, you can see separation. There. Now you can see the separation of LEDs in the line. I swallowed wrong. Yeah, it's looking good. But yeah, next stop, I'm thinking right here, stop. Next part is going to be the wax job. So, I'm going to end this video for tonight. But you and I will be back probably in a second. So, there you go. Wax time. Yes, different shirt, different pants, and shoes. This is a wax I really like and recommend. If we can do a focus. Come on, there we go. I love this stuff. Got a great smell to it. It smells good, huh? I think the part number is 05550. It's good stuff. And I use these. This is Target brand women's makeup section. We're gonna need more than one. Let's get 3 out. You can always get more. You can always put them back. Waxing. It's gonna be another enjoyable thing to watch. Maybe we zoom in and a little bit more. Alright, like I said, with the shooter lane, since you can see that's kind of wore, I like using a lot of wax on that. And I really like grinding it in. As you can see, it's already changed colors a little bit right at the beginning. I like getting it in there and really like pushing it into the grain. Reason why, it's just over the years, the shooter lane is probably the highest, one of the highest wore areas of your machine. It's getting the fastest part of the ball, besides right off the pop bumper. But this is where it's just going up all the time. It's probably one of the least cared about parts of your machine too. And we got the ball groove that goes across the top here. So I really want to push into that. Get the wax into that good. I will wax this again. Like I said, waxing it doesn't do, 3-4 times. I am just trying to kind of like keep it wet with wax. And then, just reapplying it over and over again on this area. So I might hit it 2 or 3 more times. At least once I will hit it for sure. Just start in one spot. Give yourself a area. I'm going to do everything from this metal bar straight across. Just start in one area, work your way up, and then work your way across. And just keep doing that. it will go around the pop bumper. And you want to wax this area too, even though nothing's ever going to really touch it again, because once you put the pop bumper back on and put the skirt back on, you're never really gonna, nothing's really gonna touch it besides probably dirt. I can tell already I'm gonna use more than 3 on here. Just because. And this is another thing too you can do to light test on. Just go with your flashlight and look to see, and you will see where you didn't wax and where you did wax. Like that barrel noise, huh? Barrel, barrel, barrel. Sounds like Taxi. Barrel, barrel, barrel. I think that was Taxi. I can't remember. But then yeah, we're just gonna go and wax the whole thing. So I'll probably pause the video and then we'll come back where I'm at the bottom. You can see what a whole wax playfield looks like. Or maybe we can just do the whole thing. I'm putting it on thick too. If you're going to put it on, just put it on thick. Now I'm going to go from this straight across. The reason why, this way I know I'm going to overlap everything and make sure everything gets waxed correctly. So yeah, I guess I don't have to fast forward this, pause it. Alright, I got that. I'm just trying to stay away from the drop targets because they're clean right now. And I just jam my finger into that and my thumb, and it doesn't feel good. I think I'm just about done with this applicator. As you notice, I'm going around in little circles because I really want to dig the wax in. I want to get it into the pores as much as I can. I'm just going to glance over the top. Yeah, I missed a big spot right there. That's why I like going over it. If you're really bad at waxing, you can wax your machine twice, because this way you know you'll get every part of it. No, I recommend leaving this wax on for about a half hour. You know, I'm going to go from here to there. Leave it on for about a half hour, or until it gets a nice haze. It depends on your climate, really. If it's really humid where you are, it might take a little bit longer to dry. But this is something you just want to do and be done with, not wax it and then forget about it, because this can be a bear to get off later once it really dries. So I recommend doing this all at one time. Wax it, set a timer, come back, and then remove it right away. And you'll end up like this when you're done. Your hands are just going to be all cramped up. Mine are already starting to get that way. But I'm also half a century years old too. I think my last swipe will be going down a shooter lane one more time with buttering this on real thick. You can see the haze of the wax already, which is good because, like I said, I'm laying it on really thick. As thick as I can get it on. I get a hair in there from something. We'll just wax that off. You're like, ew, that's gross. It's the only way I could get the hair out of the container. It's a paintbrush hair, that's what it is. It's not a... Well, I guess it's a hair. What is it? They use like horsehair on paintbrushes? But that's what it was. Weird. It was a while since I used a paintbrush with when I was using wax. I usually use a paintbrush to sometimes dust off the machines. Let's get under here. Ooh, I got a big lump of wax on my finger. Gross. Alright, we're just about done. Went through 3 applicators, which isn't bad. I've done more, and I've done less. It all depends on how bad the playfield is too. If it's really bad, sometimes you go through more, because by rubbing the pad on it, it actually grabs the like planking and stuff like that and chews up your applicator. Alright, one last time. Down a shooter lane. Alright. Now we'll get the flashlight and see what I missed. I don't think I missed anything. And my batteries are, no, they're good. It looked like it dimmed for a second. I can usually tell this light is green when it needs charging. It turns red. I found that out the other day. Because it started getting dim. I'm like, why is it getting dim? And then I look and then that light was red. I'm like, oh. So I guess that means it needs to be charged soon. Can you see all the hazing? Yeah, you can. Yeah, look at all that. That's it, nice thick coat of wax. Here's my dog barking again. I want to get this area good too. Probably hit that, I just... Sometimes you just can't tell. It looks like you waxed it, but then it doesn't look like you waxed it because just the way the light hits it. See, like right here, it looks like I didn't wax it until I get the light just in the right way. And then it looks like I did. So, I'm just going over it to make sure. If I went back in the video, I'd see that I did it. But like I said, this method works really good too. Since I laid it on thick, it looks wetter in spots, so it actually doesn't look like I waxed it in certain areas. that area real too. Anywhere there's like bare wood, especially like in these saucers, you want to lay it good on there. And like I said, shooter line. And we're done. We'll be back in a half hour and remove the wax. Wax on, wax off. Yeah, that was corny, wasn't it? Taking the wax off, you just rub it off. Kind of like, right there. Big difference, huh? Don't need to do anything special. Just rub it around. Sometimes I do that. I also put like pressure on it when I take the wax off, because I'm trying to rub it in at the same time, if that makes any sense. And like I said before, watch out for these things. They will cut you because they don't like you. They will literally cut you good. Like I said, for the switches, you can go to McDonald's and borrow some of their straws, cut them short so they slide over the switch stacks, and you don't need to worry about your machine being mean and cutting you. I don't know if you'll be able to see the difference. Yeah, you might be able to see a little bit. Actually, right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a big difference. So like I said, massage the wax off. Rub it around. Yeah, you can see that. It's got a good shine on it now. Massage the wax off as you massaged it on. Now I guarantee you are going to miss spots doing this, because I do every single time. I miss a lot. I don't know how I do. Figure you'd miss more putting the wax on. I actually miss more taking the wax off. Try to be really good about it though. Man, this thing is shiny now. I know you guys can't see it too much, but trust me, it is shiny. But yeah, just your wax, you just rub it. Let's bring the camera down a little bit. Same thing. Just rub it real good. And you can use the light method like I showed you before, and go over it with your flashlight, and it will show you what you missed and what you didn't. This is good wax though. It doesn't, as you can see as I'm taking it off, it's not powdering up or anything. It's just coming off. Like I said, wax, carnauba wax I think is the best for pinball machines. Here's the thing about fake waxes, like silicones and stuff like that. They may give you a really good shine and stuff like that. Years later, when it comes down to your machine getting wore and jacked up and stuff, you know, from ball wear and stuff like that. Let's say you really love this machine and you want to do a restore on it someday. All that silicone, fake wax, wax slash cleaner wax that you put on your machine is going to haunt you later on down the line. All that fake stuff will haunt you. So this is not my game, so my thoughts is treat every game as it's your game, and that's why I don't use any type of fake waxes. I use what I used, that Mother's, the Carnauba wax. I can't show you the container again because I already put it away. My favorite part, kind of like removing the wax, is when you first rub on it, this kind of like stops almost because it grabs the wax and it starts pulling it off. I don't know why, it's kind of a weird feeling. But yeah, I kind of like when it does that for some reason. Ouch. Like I said, those will cut you. They don't like you. They will cut you and they will laugh at you. But yeah, just rub it off. Wait till I get the flashlight on it. You'll be really surprised what it looks like. Keep thinking this is just gonna just jab me in the arm and I'm gonna be bleeding all over the place. I want to get this area done quick. Well, not quick, but you know, as quick as I can. You might run into blobs of wax that are still wet just because you put it on really thick, so don't be afraid of that. You may get like a smear when you wipe it off, and that's just a big blob of wax, so don't worry about that. I just had one over here. I'm like, what the heck? But I hit a big blob of wax and I just dragged it across the Playfield. And then I just went back and wiped it off again. Oh yeah, we're getting a good shine now. And you're probably like, why are you worrying about this area? Well, this is still the Playfield. That's why. Like I've said in other videos, if you haven't watched them before, if you break the glass or something like that, or you spill liquid in it, remember your Playfield's got a pitch. It's higher up here and it's lower down here. Whatever you spill is always going to run down here, and this is going to be the last place you're going to be able to dry, and it's going to be the hardest to dry and clean up just because there's an apron over here. So my thought is, this is Playfield, this whole area. Treat it like the Playfield. So it gets cleaned, polished, and waxed the exact same way as the Playfield does. And this is loose because we rebuilt it. So you should know about that video. Not, go back and check it out on how to rebuild your out-hole kicker assembly. That can go back. Let's leave it like that so I remember to put the screws in. Alright, flashlight test. Oh yeah, look at that shine. My favorite part is you can see it's reflecting off, and you can actually see my hand where Night Rider is right here. You can actually see my hand in the Playfield reflecting off of it. Look at that. You can see it right in the blue reflecting. That's a good shine. That is beautiful. Now let's look to see what wax we missed, if we missed any. I don't know, I was pretty good with removing it this time. I know there's probably some in the shooter lane. Like I said, I glob it on really good, so I usually go over it a couple times, especially in the lower area here. But I think I got all the wax off. But yeah, this is just how I remove the wax. Man, has that got a shine to it. Woo, woo, woo. I know I'm being funny. But yeah, I believe I got it all off on a first try. Yes, I did. Yes, it looks like, right there I didn't. Right there I didn't. Oh, that's probably, that was a wet spot where it was thick and it dragged across. Like I said, you will get that. But yeah, it looks like it's all off. That's it. That is a waxed, damn, that's good looking. That is a waxed Playfield. Man, that shine. Look at that. That's just Novus 2 and Carnauba wax. Like I said, you can actually see my hand in the blue. Yeah, that's beautiful. And that's it. I hope this helped you in some way, or well, I hope it helped you on cleaning, wax, polishing and waxing. But as you can see, it does, well, you can see my hand in the reflection there too. It does yield, I think, one of the best results doing it this way. At least once in its lifetime, strip the Playfield down to nothing, do a full clean and wax like this. Trust me, you will like it, because you'll get all the crud out from in this area and back here from all over the years of neglect, bad waxing, or just dirt, whatever. You'll get all that out. Remember how it was all down here? You'll get all that gone, and you'll have a good, clean, fresh machine again. Clean everything, put it back together, and it'll be good for another, you know, umpteen years, depending how you keep your machine clean. But anyways, that's about it. Give me a thumbs up. There'll be some cool stuff across the bottom here. Check out the description. There's some swag if you want to buy some swag to support Mark's Basement Arcade. Or if you want to make a donation, that's cool too. Anyways, take care and later.